I worked as a chemistry teacher. I've been retired since February 2020, 1 month before the pandemic started. And after that, I started to study English, and I like so much to speak English, to make friends, and for me, it's a good time. So in my free time, I like to dance, to do physical exercise, to read books, and nowadays I started to help my daughter because my daughter works with the essential oils, and I am helping her, and I am enjoying this time with her. Yeah, and I love traveling, as Bruna said. How about you, Sonia?
Hello, I am Sonia. I am from Paraguay. I live in Asunción, Paraguay, right now for a few years. But I was born in a small city called Ubucuy. It's named in Guarani. It's hard to pronounce it for the other person who doesn't speak Guarani. I am psychologist. I am clinical and organizational psychologist. My husband is from Brazil. I'm married, obviously. My husband is from Brazil, from Sao Paulo, but he lives here in Paraguay for 30 years. And we don't have kids. We have Polo and Flash, two beagles. They are our kids. And my free time, I like to reading books, articles, some papers about my profession. I like to be updated always in my profession. And nowadays I can read more in English, and I'm happy for that. It's very important for me. And also in my free times, I collected orchids, and I spend a lot of time with my orchids because I have a lot. I have more than 70 plants of orchids, and it's a therapy for me. And I am here in Talk and Talk since June of this year, improving my English, and I like very much the immersion because I learn English, and I know interesting people, and I learn about other cultures too. Uh, that's
Great,
it.
great. Thanks, Sonia, for sharing. So good to be here. And what kind of money do you prefer to use, Sonia? Can go ahead, then after that I can return for the other ladies.
In my
And why?
depends. I sometimes I prefer using cash because, for example, when I go to the orchidary and I have to buy an orchid, I prefer to pay cash because I have a discount. Uh,
Good.
and in other places like supermarket or restaurants or um, I use card because it's easier. Is it not dangerous to to take with us? Here in Paraguay, it's dangerous to have money in your wallet. I
Yes,
prefer
that's right.
don't.
Okay, I got your point. Yeah, it's complicated as in São Paulo. Okay, Sonia, thanks for sharing. And Luana, what do you prefer to use? Cash or card, and why?
Nowadays, I prefer to use to pay by card. I think because I can have a look at my account and be careful about how much I'm gonna spend. But sometimes I like to have money in my wallet. For example, 15 euros just to the prevention. Sometimes I need to pay something by cash and I have not nothing in my wallet. And it's good to have just to prevention.
Yeah, true. I remember I
Yeah,
had
sometimes, for
a lot of
example,
problems sometimes
yeah,
without cash.
last Sunday, I'm gonna buy a grilled chicken, and the machine to pay was broken, for example, and I have to came back home and take money.
Yeah, it's embarrassing sometimes. I totally agree with you. Good, good. And how about you, Anna? What do you prefer?
Yeah, in my case, it's the same. I prefer to pay by card because yeah, I think it's easier. But the situation happened last month that I had to pay something and I didn't have any money in my wallet and I didn't like to when I don't have any money in my cash, in my wallet, and I think it's good. But for example, today, before our conversation, I went to the supermarket and I wasn't with my credit card, and I paid by P, and I think
Oh, nice.
it's easier.
Easily.
Today it's possible to pay our
Yeah.
sometimes the person said, so I don't have how to pay my account or to pay you. Nowadays, it's not.
Yeah,
It's possible
that's
to
true.
pay different
Yeah.
ways. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the pics make our lives easier in Brazil.
yeah,
It's amazing. That's
yeah,
true. Great, great to remember because sometimes this supermarket and other place doesn't accept like pics, but
yeah.
nowadays everybody can accept. So
Yeah.
really nice.
Yesterday, I went to put gas in my car, and when you pay using Pix, you have a discount, and
Mm-hmm.
when you pay using Pix, it's possible to pay cheaper in this
Yeah, it's
event.
like a cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Really nice to remember. Totally agree. So thank you, Anna. Let me see here. Sonia, can you read another question and start to answer, please? You can choose the second one or another. Feel free.
Um, I will choose number three because two is very difficult, I think.
Okay, no problem.
How do you prioritize spending on needs versus wants? Um, in my case, I am very organized person and I'm very disciplined. And so it's very easy for me prioritize because I schedule all that the services that I need to pay, the rent, light, cell phone, water, and it's easy for me. Uh, I don't know how to say ahorro in English. Poupar, poupar.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Save money.
save money. It's very easy for me. I don't know
Wow.
how, but I
Congratulations.
save some money, and I don't tell to my husband. uh,
Really nice. Because it's not
and
easy for me to save money.
I think I have the habit because since I was child, my mother and my father
Oh,
taught me to save some
it's
money,
really
and
important.
it's a kind of habit. And
Yes. True.
and it's very easy for me because you need to organize it. And when I receive nowadays is different because I am a independent worker, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't receive the same money all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
when I work, for example, in a company, when I receive my money, I pay all my services, my I don't know how to say it, is yes, it's
Yeah, I can
services.
understand life services, yeah, in general. Uh-huh. I got it, your
Yes,
point.
I prefer to pay it, and I don't forget to pay after, and
Nice.
I prefer organize my money in that way.
Mm-hmm. Great,
And
great.
and in my case, I don't like uh, to buy clothes or shoes. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I spend money in orchids. I prefer
Mm-hmm.
an orchid than a pair of shoes or a
Mm-hmm.
clothes.
Great.
The pandemic told me, taught me that because we have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of clothes and shoes and we don't
Yeah,
use them
yeah, that's true.
sometimes.
That's true. I've learned it a lot from the pandemic, for sure. I think
Yes,
everybody, because you are stay at home all the time for 2 years or more. So yeah, I understand your point for sure. And interesting you mentioned about learning how to save money since the beginning when you was a child, because I think it's really interesting and important to parents teach the kids, because I didn't have this education at my house. I was starting saving money after got married, to be honest, because I was organizing with my bills and things that I need to pay, but I didn't have the conscience about saving money for the future. So I learned it with my husband, and we had some achievements, and I started, but it's not long time ago because I didn't have this education in my house. Interesting. So how is it for you, Luana?
Uh, just one question. Approach to budget, meaning I don't know
Mm.
because I don't have time to
The second, do you want to answer the second or the third one?
the, number two. What's your
Number two.
yeah?
Okay. Approach to budgeting, or how do you track your expenses?
It's like approach to budgets like meus gastos aproximados?
É
Não?
como você maneja os gastos.
Ah,
Se
ok.
você tem um budget, como que você acompanha as despesas?
Okay. I never been a person that know how to manage my finances. Uh,
Uhum,
I am a person that know work a lot, make a lot of money, not a lot, but more or less. And in my entire life, I don't know. I don't spend. I thought that I don't spend a lot of money, but I don't save money. I'm not a good manager
Like me.
of money. And I proposed to me this year and this winter here, don't buy winter clothes because I have clothes to use during all the winter.
Uh-huh.
But that's it. I watch a documentary called Minimalism. I think almost everybody uh, listen about. It's very nice, and I'm trying to put in practice that what
Yeah.
I learned. It's like Sonia said, we don't need a lot of clothes or a pair of shoes. And I nowadays I use always black clothes and basic colors because it's easier. We don't need
Yeah.
to think combination or this color or this color. It's easier.
Yeah, it is.
And
And
about education, now I am read the book called Pai Rico, Pai Pobre. I think it's
mm-hmm,
or
I've
farther.
heard.
It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It's amazing
Yeah.
book, and I learned some things, and I bought the same book for teenagers to my daughter, and I'm trying
Good.
to convince her to read, but it's hard.
Yeah, yeah. I've read this book, I think 5 years ago, and it's helped me a lot to open my mind. Like
Yes,
you
it's
should
another
buy one
point of
thing if you
view.
have money. Yeah, it's really nice. I remember. Good, good. Uh, do you have something to add?
No,
No?
that's
Okay.
it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And how about you, Anna? How do you manage your things? It's good.
Uh, 2 or 3 questions. I think
Yeah, you can. We can manage everything in
yeah.
one question.
Okay. In my case, it's the same, Sonia. Thank you, God. I have my father and my mom. They learned a lot. Um, me and my brother about money. I remember when I was younger and I saw my mom write in the agenda her
Mm-hmm.
bills and he could organize everything about money. And I learned a lot with her
Mm-hmm.
and with my father because I remember when my father um had never had a credit card, and he
Amazing.
always said we only buy he he bought something, he buys something when we have money, enough money to buy
Mm-hmm.
this thing, no
Mm-hmm.
using a credit card. And
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Good, good.
So for me, it's impossible because yeah, I have to use it, but I can control my bills. I can save money, and I could teach for my kids about that.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, when I saw some situations with my daughter or my son when they go to the supermarket and they see the price of the things, the food, and compare the price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, and nowadays I can't um, complain about bills, about money, because as I said, I am retired. My
Mm-hmm.
kids are independent, and
Mm-hmm.
I can live with my friends. No, sometimes, for example, I visit some clients about essential oils, and I saw the the huge house, and oh my
Mhm.
God, so I am happy with my life, and I
Great.
live in a simple house, and for me it's good, but
Mhm.
I think in my age, I think it's possible to live with enough money.
That's
uh,
great.
I think it's possible to have a good life when you save money, works with their money during your life.
Mhm.
And I think it's possible to have a good life with simple things. As Sonia said,
Agree.
I think the same about clothes. I think it's not necessary to have a lot of clothes, and
Mhm.
it's possible.
Yeah, I believe nowadays as I'm 30, I'm thinking my future for sure and thinking when I will have a kid, so I will teach them about how to manage money because I had no idea 10 years ago how to manage it. So it's really important to study and improve our skills on it because we don't know what's happening, what will happen. And so it's really important to have this conscience about our retirement as you're a good life now. So like you learn it from the past and now you can live good and quiet. There is no much to complain. So it's really, really good. Thanks for sharing, Anna. So, and let me see. Anna, you can choose another questions, maybe number 4, and start, please.
What's the most satisfying purchase you made recently, and why was it worth the money? I don't remember exactly the recently, but in the past, when I bought my first zero car, and for me it's a big dream that
Mhm.
I could give me the gift, and when I left the agência, I don't remember the name, and for
Mhm.
me, I was really, really happy because I could buy a zero car, and yeah, I think the
Mhm.
money
You
work.
achieved your goal.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Great.
amazing experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Yeah, I was here, remember about the culture in Brazil. It's really common to the most of people like having, I don't know, how can I say it in English? Parcelamento. Do you know what I mean, Sonia? You split the bills, you buy something and split in 24 months. So it's really common in Brazil. It's hard. And here in Europe, you use to buy if you have money. I don't know in Portugal, Ana, but like Yana mentioned about his father, you pay something if you have money. If you don't have, don't need to. We cannot afford. So here I used to buy something if I have money. And talking about car, I have no car here, but I had car in Brazil, like in a uh, financiamento. Forgot. Let me see. 1 second. Not
Leasing.
mortgage, leasing. Great, good. Yeah, I don't have leasing here, so I stay without car and only using public transportation because I'm afraid to get this kind of debts right now with the banks, you know. So it's really, really crazy, but I've changed my mind. Okay, good, Anna. And how about you, Luana? Question number 4,
Uh, the thing that I buy
recently.
or recently Yes. Now I am not living in central Lisbon. I moved to this city. It's not a city. It's like it's Lisbon, but not central Lisbon. And I moved. I moved in last April, and it's not. It's a little bit far. And I bought a car, but it's not a new car. It's a second hand. And it's a very simple car, have no air conditioner. It's not automatically, but I'm so happy with my simple car. Was the car that I put in my notebook dreams. Before I start the year, I use it to write and put pictures. And I bought the car, and I saw my notebook. It was the same car. I like red car, and that's it. I bought this car, and for me, it's very useful. Useful.
Yeah,
Útil.
or useful or
Yes,
convenient.
useful because I can work in different places and go to another cities. And I'm so happy. My car is very simple, but I pay, I save money and bought. I'm so happy. I
Oh,
don't
nice.
think about to buy a new car because it's
Yeah, I can understand you because make your life easier when you have a car. I used to have a car in São Paulo, so and sometimes I miss it a lot.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm saving some money to buy like pay in advance, not like join leasing. So
yeah. Yeah, I
I'm
remember in
afraid
Brazil, pay monthly, pay
you
insurance,
pay,
pay a
yeah,
lot of
and you
things.
pay almost 2 or 3 cars if you
Yes,
get some leasing. And here we have no taxes like in Brazil. It's different, so it's easier, I'd say. Yeah, so thanks for sharing. And how about you, Sonia?
And in my case, I bought, I think 1 month ago, I changed my laptop. I bought a new laptop because the other was old and had something problems, and it was slow, and I need a very a good laptop because nowadays I use a lot to videos, to my immersions, and I am doing a certification online, and I need a laptop faster than the other. And
Great.
I am very happy. I don't know very good some of the functions of my laptop. It's hard to when you change because I
Yes.
have the other for many years, and it is a little different for me. But I'm very happy for my uh,
Acquisition.
acquisition. Yes, yes.
Great, great. I'd say the same. Last year, I bought a new laptop from over than 7 or more years. I don't remember when I bought my previous laptop. And I was trying to save money, and I can use a bit more, don't need to buy another one. I was thinking a lot, and my husband incentivized me a lot to buy this new one. So it's really, really helpful for sure. But when I learned to save money, I don't want to spend my money with anything. So I forced myself to buy this new one, and it's nice, and I'm really enjoying. As you said, it's important because I'm still learning how to use the comments here. So sometimes I'm getting lost, like putting the live here on YouTube for their mentions and so on. It's funny, but important. Thanks for sharing. And let's see here. Do you have any specific? I will read the number 5. Do you have any specific financial goals and how do you plan to achieve them? I will start with you, Sonia, please.
Is number
5.
5.
Mhm.
My specific financial goal is to buy my own house because we don't have our own house with my husband.
Mhm.
We pay a rent. We live
Mhm.
in a rented house, and I want to have my own house, and but I need to sell some property that I have to have the money to buy
Mhm.
a house
Mhm.
for us. This is
Okay.
I'm focused on it right now, and maybe the next year I can achieve
Actually,
I don't know achieve
yeah.
my own house.
Oh, nice, really nice. And I'm also with you at the same point because here it's really hard to buy a house. Also in in the Netherlands, I think in Europe in general, the house is getting really expensive. As the mortgage you have no uh, higher taxes, but it's hard to find a good price, you know. And my husband like saving money to achieve this goal, but yeah, it's not easy at all, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe in 2 years or so we will buy. Let's finger cross it for everyone.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Sonia. And how about you, Anna? Do you have any financial goals or you are only want to travel now and enjoy your life?
Yeah,
Uh,
it is. Oh, sorry, Luana, go ahead.
no, you can answer. It's okay. Keep going. I can
Okay.
answer later after.
Okay.
Let's go, Anna.
In my case, I think, as I said, I have a own house and I have one car, and for me, it's good. And I really would like to travel with my whole family, my kids, my husband, and my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, and we can travel abroad or near Brazil, but I really would like to travel together. And yeah, I am planning this activity for next
Good.
year, but I am saving money for that. Yeah.
Great. And do you have some places in your mind already or not yet?
No,
No?
no. Yeah, I would like to travel to Spain
Nice.
because but I don't know if my kids and
Mm-hmm.
the others would like to travel there. But
Mm-hmm. Great.
yeah,
The good option here in Europe is the point that you can travel for cheap flights, I'd say, or sometimes car or train. So it's really nice.
yeah,
Good, good.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
In May, I think I traveled to Italy with my friend.
Mm,
For me, it
amazing.
was a good experience, and I like so much to use the train to transportation. I think it's
Yes.
very cheaper, and we rented a car. But
Mhm.
I don't know why I like it no, I don't remember, to walk, no, to use the train. I think,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I like it.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
easy. And Italy, it's really beautiful. So there are many, many places to
yeah,
travel by train.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Thanks for sharing, Anna. And now, Luana, your turn.
I was thinking about to buy a house as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking to go back to Brazil, but I give up. I
It's
quit
hard.
this idea because my life is now is good here, and I think it's okay. I would like to continue to live here. I'm thinking about to save money and invest in to make some investments, and
Mm-hmm.
I can get a eu esqueci o nome. Earn money from my investment because that
Mm-hmm.
book I said teach me that we need to put our money to work for us because
Yes, true.
money don't work 24 hours a day. But I think
Yeah.
it's a very good plan to buy a house. But I
Mm-hmm.
changed my plans and
Mm-hmm.
to achieve my goals, I need to work a little bit more, not to work more, but change my uh, to do things that I can receive more money. For example,
Okay, I got it.
nowadays I have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of clients, but I receive a few money from each client. And I think the
Okay.
best way is to do big works and I can receive more money and can
Mm-hmm. Maybe increase your hour salary.
exact, exact.
I'm joking.
And to
Okay.
speak English, it's essential, necessary.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I think English can leave us like far away because
Yes.
the opportunities open
Yeah,
everywhere, I'd
because
say.
all the time one client that it happened yesterday. I called to a client, American client, from
Mm-hmm.
Canada, and it's not America, I don't know. Oh, it's
Canadian?
okay, from Canada, and I got nervous to talk
Mm-hmm.
on the phone.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
is in person, for me it's easier, but because
Mm-hmm.
in person you have I can explain, but on the
Mm-hmm.
phone sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, I agree with you. When I was applying here for the jobs, when people called me, it was embarrassing, and I couldn't understand very well as a video call. It's really different, I'd say. But you need to try more and keep going because
Yes,
one day
now
it will become easier.
now I just apply for to be voluntary at the project
Mm-hmm.
that work with asylum and migrants people that need
Mm-hmm.
help. And the most part of them speak English. That's why for me it's good
Uh, yes,
to be
true.
voluntary in this project. And I like to help people. I can do two things.
Mm-hmm.
Learn
Yeah,
and
important to practice a lot. Right on the way for sure. Thanks for sharing, Luana. So, and I still with you. Let me see. You can read and answer question number 6. Luana,
yeah.
you can
How
continue.
do you handle impulse purchases? Uh,
hard, isn't it?
It's hard. It's hard. Ah, é como eu lido com
Você
compras.
lida impossíveis.
É compulsiva ou impulsiva, que eu não penso.
Impossíveis. É.
Ok. Nowadays, I have more control about it. Because since I watched that documentary, Minimalism.
Uhum.
I thought that I don't need a lot of clothes, like Sonia said. And another thing, that I am immigrant. Today I'm here. Next year I can need to move for another apartment, and I have to bring a
Yeah.
lot of clothes with
It's
me.
a big challenge.
I know some people in London that they live in a room, just a dorm room.
Uhum.
I live at just a dorm room as well. And when they need to move, a lot of box of clothes useless,
Yes.
inútil.
Uh-huh.
That, and I saw that, and I thought, I don't want this for me. I don't. But
Yes.
but when I buy something that I can see that it was not necessary, I got depressive
You
for
don't buy it. Yeah, I totally understand you because sometimes I need something, but I think, oh no, I don't need it right now. Let's wait for a while. And it's months. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm
This
having
winter,
another
I
goal.
won't buy clothes for this winter. I won't. I save money.
Yeah, it's good, good. Thanks for sharing. I know it's hard. And also, as living abroad, always thinking if I move this house, I need to pack everything and move your like sorting some stuff. So it's challenge.
Yeah, now just this. I rent an apartment and I have to buy furnishes.
Yeah.
Dishes,
Hmm.
yeah. I have to buy. Now I have all that the house need to have. And I hope that I stay in this apartment for at least 3 years.
Yeah, I'm with you. I moved here for the Netherlands in May this year, and I needed to bought everything for this apartment. I also
Yeah.
think, oh my God, it's at least 2 years I need to stay here because I don't wanna to just have this
Yeah,
challenge
and a
for
lot
now.
of money, IKEA, and
Yeah, yeah, it's hard to manage the things because it's expensive to pay for someone to prepare everything. So I know we are in the same boat.
yeah,
Thanks for thanks for sharing, Luana.
immigrant life.
Yes, true. And let's see, Sonia, I skip a little bit, so you can start with number 9, please.
Okay. Do you have any tips or strategies for finding good deals or saving money while shopping? I
Yes or no?
I don't know. Uh, I I always search for where set sale or
Mm-hmm. The
outlet.
big say.
Yes, when I found some place that said outlet or
Mm-hmm.
sell, I go for for there.
Good deal, good deal.
I don't like to buy expensive clothes or
Mm-hmm.
shoes, or I don't prefer any brands.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. Since I was child, that this it wasn't important for me. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe as I spend money in a in a tennis shoe, I prefer using a good tennis shoes to train because it's important to have
Uh-huh.
a good shoes to train. And
Mm-hmm.
I spend money, but I have the shoes for years. And
Yes, because
but
the quality it's good,
yeah,
right?
but in about clothes or other shoes, no. I
Mm-hmm.
don't, I don't, I don't, I don't, I am not an impulsive buyer, or
Mm-hmm.
compulsive buyer. I
Mm-hmm.
don't, when I don't like shopping in at the
Uh-huh. In
first time.
general.
In
In general.
general, it is good for me.
Yeah.
Go to shopping is not a trip for me. It's very
Uh-huh.
boring. I prefer
Yeah.
other kind of trips. And
Mm-hmm.
when I need to buy something, a dress or something, I go and I bought just that, and I go home.
Super
No,
quickly.
yes,
Yeah, so it's a good tip to buy
maybe
on.
it is a tip,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
yes,
For who like need to save money, so going buy only the things that you really need and save the rest. And it's
yes,
yeah,
because
really important.
if you walk around the shopping, you find, oh my God, that things, and you bought and bought
Yeah,
and bought other things that you don't need really.
yeah, I totally agree. Also in supermarkets, sometimes I prefer
Yeah,
to buy like
also,
online the only things that I need, even to go to the supermarket and buy many things that I don't need. It's funny. I don't know if you can say English, but in Portuguese we eat with the eyes when we're going to supermarket like hungry. Okay, Sonia, good, good. So, Anna, you can answer the question number 9 or mix with number 10, the quality of the things that you used to buy. If you have some tips,
I
saving money and so on.
I don't have it because when Sonia was speaking, I was thinking about that. And when you are organized and saving person, I don't know. I think for us it's easier to control our
Mm-hmm.
mind. And I have one friend, and every time when we travel together, oh my God, she needs to buy everything. And I asked her, do you need to buy this thing? Are you wearing? Are you? Because I don't know, but nowadays she she's having a therapy to work about that, because I believe
Oh.
it's very difficult for some person control our buying. For me, I don't know, it's easier. It's the same, Sonia. When I want to
Mm-hmm.
buy one thing, I am going to buy this thing and I return it. I don't like to enjoy to go out on the shopping mall. For me, it's not good to go there. And
Funny.
I don't know why. Yeah,
Yeah, it's funny because most of people I think like compulsive
yeah.
behavior. Nice. Yeah, but we are here to learn with each other. Great to see your experience, guys. And how about you, Luana? Do you have some tips to try to save money? You prefer to buy like quality stuff, pay more?
I don't have much patience to buy clothes as well. Normally, I buy and I try at home. If I like, I keep. If I don't like, I return and get my cash back. Uh, the clothes I don't buy compulsive. And at the supermarket, use I was used to buy more food than I and my daughter eat during the week because I like to buy every weekend. And I went to the supermarket this week and I bought the half of things. I spent the half money that I used to spend.
Wow,
Yeah,
congrats.
yeah, because some products didn't finish, and I used it to buy more. For example, I have a box of eggs. I need to buy two more because it can't finish. But crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's good to see the product finish. Okay, it finish, I can buy more. But I was like crazy. I I like to see my fridge full. I don't know,
All the time. Oh my God. No
but it
problem.
was so good, and I was I learned this talk with a friend, and this week I put in practice. Was good.
Great experience. So yeah, the book like going well with you.
Yes, I am a good student. I'm a good learner
Yeah, I need to practice and that's it.
because I saw a lot of people study, know a lot of things and don't put in practice.
Yeah, yeah, that's the problem, unfortunately. So guys, unfortunately our time is over and I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much for your time. Just passed really quickly. And I've shared with you the link of the survey. So please feel free going there and say me what do you think about this immersion. I don't know who will answer. And you also can try to suggest some topic for us for the immersions and hope to see you again here. Have a good evening, Luana, and afternoon, Sonia and Anna. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye. See
you.
you
Bye
soon.
bye.